Good morning everyone. Welcome back to accountancy classes of Sri Mahavir International School. Let's start with the next next topic that we were continuing in our last video. So as you know that we were continuing the chapter that is partnership fundamentals. Okay, and in our last video we have completed question number 49. So let's start with the next question as our topic is past adjustments or adjustments in closed accounts. Okay. So next question that I am going to take here, that is question number 50A. Okay. So question is here, on 1st April 2015, the capitals of A and B were 4 lakh rupees and 2 lakh rupees respectively. They divided profits in their capital ratio. Profits for the year ended 31st March 2016 were 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees was the total profit of the firm, which have been duly distributed among the partners, but the following transactions were not passed through the books. Means what is the problem here? That profit is distributed, that is in a correct way, okay, but 2 or 3 items are here that is omitted in the firm. Like first is interest on capitals at the rate of 12% per annum, interest on drawings, that is 12,000 for A and 10,000 for B, commission due to B rupees 20,000 on a special transaction, and A is to be paid a salary of rupees 50,000. Means out of these 4 items, 3 are income for the partners, okay, but 1, that is interest on drawing, will be the expense for the partner. So these 4 items are omitted while doing entries in books. So how we will rectify these mistakes? You are required to pass a journal entry on 10th April 2016, which will not affect the P&L account of the firm and at the same time will rectify the errors. Okay. So first of all, the same way, that prepare an adjustment table. With the help of this adjustment table, easily we can find the amount by which we should rectify. How many partners we have in this question? A and B. We have 2 partners only. A and B. So first we will prepare it like this. Particular partner A, B and total. Okay. So first problem is here, that is interest on capital. That firm omitted to give interest on capital to its partners. So A point we will write interest on capital, that is 12% per annum, and capitals are 4 lakh and 2 lakh. So first of all 12% on 4 lakh, that will be 48,000, and second 12% on 2 lakh, so that will be 24,000. So total amount, that will be 72,000 for interest on capital. Okay. Next is interest on drawings. Interest on drawing is a separate amount, is a different from this, so we will write it at last. Okay. Next one is here commission due to B rupees 20,000 on a special transaction. So we will write commission, that is only for B 20,000. Okay. Next one, A is to be paid a salary of 50,000. Salary that is given to only A. It is not for B, so it is 50,000. Means these all are income for the partners but loss for the firm. Okay. Interest on capital, commission and salary, these all are income for the partners. So that's why first of all we wrote here all these 3 items, and now we will write the interest on drawing. So first total all these items, 98,000, 44,000 and it will be 1,42,000. Okay. D point is here interest on drawings. Interest on drawings are 12,000 and 10,000. Means 22,000. So the net income for the partners will be 86,000 for partner A and 34,000 for partner B. Total 1,20,000 is the loss for the firm. Okay, means this amount should be credited in partner's capital account because all these incomes are here. Out of these incomes we deducted one expense. Okay, so 86,000 for partner A and 34,000 for partner B should be credited in their capitals account, but these both items are loss for the firm, means total loss of the firm is 1,20,000, and now this loss will be divided into the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So profit sharing ratio is capital ratio, as it is telling in the question that they divided profits in their capital ratio. So capital is 4 lakh and 2 lakh, means we can say that ratio is 2:1. Okay, so now write down distribution of loss rupees 1,20,000 in 2:1. So for partner A it will be 80,000 and for partner B it will be 40,000. Total 1,20,000. Now see the net effect. Actually this will be debited in partner's capital account. So actual effect, that is 6,000. 86,000 is credit amount, 80,000 is debit amount. So credit is excess than debit, so 6,000 will be credited. 34,000 credit, 40,000 debit. Debit is excess, so 6,000 will be debited. So according to this we will pass journal entry, that will be B's capital account debit to A's capital. Actually we wrote here debit, so B's capital account debit and A's capital account credit. So we write here 6,000. This is the rectifying entry for this firm that will not affect the P&L account. Okay, and easily it can rectify the error also. So this will be the method that first of all we added all the items that should be credited in the partner's capital account, and later on we wrote that how much loss will be given to each partner. Out of these losses, profits, we found the net effect, and out of net effect we pass the journal entry. Okay, let's take another question. Next question that I am going to solve here, that will be question number 52. I hope you all are studying at your home. Try to give your full concentration to solve these questions. Yes, question number 52. Suresh and Ramesh were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Their fixed capitals were Suresh 9 lakh rupees and Ramesh 6 lakh rupees. The partnership deed provides for the following: interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum, 60,000 per annum salary to Suresh and salary 2,000 per month to Ramesh. So we will find annual salary of both partners. The profit earned by the firm for the year ended 31st March 18 was 2,34,000. The profits were divided equally without providing for the above. Means actually the profit was 2,34,000. So this profit was divided among the partners without providing salary, interest on capital. This is the error in this question. Pass adjustment entry. Okay. So the same way, first of all make adjustment table. We have solved a lot of questions of this type, so I think now easily you can also solve. We have two partners, that are Suresh and Ramesh. Suresh, Ramesh and total. Okay. First of all, the point is interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. Interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. What is the amount of capital? 9 lakh and 6 lakh. So 9 lakh, that is 45,000, and according to 6 lakh it will be 30,000. So total interest on capital will be 75,000 rupees. Next is 60,000 rupees per annum salary to Suresh. Salary to Suresh 60,000 rupees per annum, and salary 2,000 rupees per month to Ramesh. So we will multiply it by 12. So 12 to 24,000. Total salary, that is 84,000. After this, profit is here 2,34,000. Actually the point is here that 2,34,000 was the total profit of the firm. Okay, and out of this profit, first of all we have to distribute interest on capital and salary. Later on the remaining profit should be distributed among the partners. What we are writing actually, like interest on capital, that should be credited in their account, salary should be credited in their account. So profit also we will write here, that should be credited in their accounts. Okay, so 2,34,000 was the total profit. I am making working note here, like total profit was 2,34,000. Out of this we will deduct interest on capital, that is 75,000, and salary of both partners, that is 84,000. So deduct these two items. Later on the profit will be remaining, that should be credited in their accounts. Okay, $75,000 will be the remaining profit after deducting these expenses. So this 75,000 should be credited in their accounts, and the ratio is 3:2. So we will write here remaining profit after deducting interest on capital and salary. 2,34,000 minus 75,000 minus 84,000. So remaining profit is 75,000, that should be credited in 3:2. Okay, so for partner A, Suresh, it will be 45,000, and for partner Ramesh it will be 30,000. Total profit 75,000. Now add these: 1,50,000, 84,000 and 2,34,000. This is the amount that should be credited in their accounts. Okay, now 2,34,000 is the profit. As you know that it is given also in the question. So it will be distributed now in which ratio? Just see what is the mistake done by the firm. Profits were divided equally. Actually the profit that was 2,34,000, that was divided equally among the partners. This was the mistake. So we will write 2,34,000 will be distributed in equal ratio, and that equal ratio is 1,17,000, 1,17,000. This is the equally distribution. So now see the net effect. Sorry, 33,000, and here also 33,000. Actually this 33,000 will be credited and this 33,000 will be debited, because this amount is for debit. Here credit is excess, so excess amount will be credited. Here debit is excess, so excess amount will be debited. So entry will be Ramesh. Now see, in this question it was fixed capital, so we will write current accounts, not capital accounts. So entry will be Ramesh current account debit to Suresh current account, that is 33,000. This is the rectifying entry of both partners. I think now easily you can also understand that which type of problems we are solving, which type of errors we are rectifying here. Okay, like first we wrote here, that is the point that should be credited in their accounts. Later on we wrote that is how much amount is debited in their account. According to this credit and debit, we found the net effect and then we passed the journal entry. Okay. Let's see the next question. Next question that we are going to solve, question number 54. Actually, in these questions, just the problem is that we have to understand the question. After that, easily you can also solve. Just two things you have to keep in your mind, that first, that how much amount should be credited in partner's capital account, and second, that how much actually credited or how much actually debited. This type of mistakes just you have to find. Okay. Yes, question number 54. A, B and C were partners in a firm. Their capitals were 1 lakh rupees for A, 2 lakh rupees for B and 3 lakh rupees for C, respectively on 1st April 2017. According to the partnership deed, they were entitled to an interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. In addition, A was also entitled to draw a salary of 5,000 per month. C was entitled to a commission of 5% on the net profits after charging the interest on capital but before charging the salary payable to A. Net profits for the year ending 31st March 18 were 3,60,000, distributed in the ratio of their capitals without providing for any of the above adjustments. The profits were to be shared in the ratio 2:3:5. Pass the necessary journal entry showing the workings clearly. Prepare adjustment table first. In this question, we have three partners. Particular partner A, B, C and total. Okay. First point is interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. Interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. Their capitals are 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. So ratio of capitals will be 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. Means you can say 30,000 is the total interest on capital. Later on, in addition, A was also entitled to draw a salary of 5,000 rupees per month. So we will write salary to A 5,000 rupees per month, means total will be 60,000. Okay. C was entitled to a commission of 5% on the profits after charging the interest on capital but before charging the salary payable to A. Actually the profit is 3,60,000. What is the condition? That C will take commission on that profits that will be after charging interest on capital but before charging salary. So you will deduct only interest on capital from the profits. Okay, so profit is 3,60,000. Out of 3,60,000, just deduct 30,000. So the remaining profit will be 3,30,000. 330. Out of this 330, 5% commission will be given to C. So commission at the rate of 5%. We will write here 3,60,000 minus 30,000 means 3,30,000. Just find 5% on 3,30,000. It will be 16,500 commission for partner C. Okay. Next one. Net profits total are here 3,60,000 and distributed in the ratio of their capitals without providing for any of the above adjustment. The same condition in this question also, that profit was 3,60,000 but this profit was distributed without providing these all adjustments. So first of all we will provide these all adjustment out of 3,60,000 and later on the remaining profit should be credited in their accounts. Okay. So first of all just deduct out of 360 interest on capital, salary and commission. 3,60,000 is the profit, 30,000 interest on capital, 60,000 salary, and 16,500 is the commission. So 1,06,500 we will deduct. We will get 2,53,500. 2,53,500. $2,53,500 will be credited in their accounts, and that ratio will be 235, because what we are writing here, we are writing the actual credited amount, that how much profit should be credited in their accounts. Profits should be credited 3,60,000 minus 30,000 minus 60,000 minus 16,500. Then we go 2,53,500 in 2:3:5. Okay. So we will get 50,700 for partner A. This is the first calculation. Second one 76,050, and third one 1,26,750. Okay, so this is the distribution of actual profit. Now add these all items. 1,15,700. These are the amount that should be credited in their accounts. 86,050. Here for partner C, it will be 1,58,250. You should check it once. And total profit, that should be 3,60,000. Okay. This was the topic that actually credited in their account. But what happened, that 360 profit divided into their capital ratio. 3,60,000, that is the profit divided into their capital ratio. Am I right? So what is the ratio of capital? 1 to 3. Means 60,000, 1,20,000 and 1,80,000. This is the distribution of profit. So the net effect 55,700 credited here, 86,050 and 1,20,000. So we will get 33,950. It will be debited, and for third partner 21,750. This is also debited. So entry will be according to this: B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to A's capital. For B it is 33,950, for C it is 21,750, and for A partner it is 55,700. Okay, so as you know that in today's video we have solved 3 questions, and in all these 3 questions the same topic was repeating again and again, that is the adjustment in closed accounts, that a firm omitted to enter some transactions, and out of these transactions profit was also distributed wrongly. Sometime it is also happening. So how can we rectify the errors? How can we distribute the profits, actual profit or that is the deemed profit? Okay, so just easily you can also solve now these type of questions. So I skipped some question, that is your homework. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much.